Hi guys, in this video we have got 4 shows all rolled into one at the British Motor Museum. This is the official video of the National Metro and Mini show, the BMC show and the Leyland show. That's right, we've combined all of them together to create one huge celebration of British marques. As you can see, there are already hundreds of cars on site with us, and there's hundreds more coming in behind us over there. It's not only a full showground to my left and to my right, but we've also filled up all over the banks as well. This is just going to be an awesome day. Hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe video. I bring you new videos every week.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh baby, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old man that I've ever seen. I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh baby, listen, baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't care if you do, cause it's understood. You ain't got no money, you just ain't no good. Well, I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. 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 Don't you come back no more.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Did you enjoy the Barn-ettes? They were fab, weren't they? Weren't they absolutely brilliant? Right, coming up for you then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a full arena activity. We have got police cars joining us, we've got the MGTFers joining us, we've got the historic marathon rally group joining us as well. They're going to be bringing down an Audi Quattro. But before that, we are going to have a look at these wonderful Daimlers and Lanchesters. This is the Daimler and Lanchester Owners Club. How are you guys? You alright? You all alright? We're getting smiles, this is good. Now you brought down many cars with you. They look absolutely superb. A lot of energy, time, money and effort has gone into these cars nowadays. We're going to go down each one. So you were first.
It's a Daimler Dart SP250, 1962. Fiberglass body, very unusual in those days. And the most amazing V8 engine ever.
What size V8 is it?
2.5 litre.
2.5 litre, but it's quite a small capacity for a V8. I mean, I was driving a Mustang the other week, 4.7 litre V8, great big heavy thing. This, I imagine, a small little busy engine.
Yeah, it's not brute force components like that. This is discreet, but it's beautiful.
How long have you owned this car?
I've owned this one 17 years, but I've had an SP of one sort or another since 1964.
Now, can I ask, the SP, you've had it since 1964. Is it as good as you remember it back then?
Why do you think I've still got one?
That is the correct answer. I can imagine you have many tales to tell in an SP. How far have you been in one? Have you travelled Europe in one?
South of France and Italy, yes, been all around.
Let's move on to this Daimler, which I myself got wrong, because many people do see it as a Jaguar, but this is a Daimler.
It is a Daimler, yes. It's got the same engine as the SP250, the 2.5 litre, and there was badge engineering going off at that point, so it is a Mark II body shell.
Hello, sir. Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you very much.
Now then, tell us what you brought in here.
It's a 1935 Daimler Light 15, and part of the reason I'm driving it is because the steering is extremely heavy when you're going at very low speed, so to get it in here is quite a marathon job.
And now we move on to our final vehicle, and of course, although it's blue on the outside, it's red on the inside. Tell us about this.
It's 1961. It's an SP250 as well. I've had it since 1974.
90, so how long is that? That's 46 odd years, is it?
Yeah, something like that. You do the maths, yeah.
I'm not very good at maths, I'm afraid. But you've had it that long, so there's obviously something right with it.
Yes.
Never got around to selling it.
Now then, let's see if any of our owners, I wonder if this owner wouldn't mind. Would you mind firing up the 2.5 litre V8? Because that... Oh yes. V8 thunder. See, I can't sing, but this car can. That sounded marvellous. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Daimler and Lanchester Owners Club. Thank you so much for bringing these in. Well then, ladies and gents, our next main arena activity is going to begin. Now, you were the first one down, so I'm going to begin with you. And this isn't your car, is it?
No, it's my daughter's car.
Well, she's got fantastic choice and fantastic taste. A beautiful Morris Panda car. Now, I hear that when these came out, they painted some of them all blue and some of them all white, and then just swapped the doors over.
I believe that was the case on the early cars, but then the manufacturers decided we might as well offer a proper police car.
Absolutely. Now, is this a proper police car, or is it a remake?
No, it is a genuine police car. It was built in September 1970. 30th of December it was shipped off to the London Met, New Scotland Yard, and they didn't register it until July 1971.
It looks absolutely good. Don't you think the market looks glorious? Isn't it wonderful? And such a great car to start with. Now we're going to move up a little bit. We're going to go for a bit more power. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm very well indeed, thank you.
I'm guessing that as you're on the way here today in this, you have no problem with traffic.
None whatsoever. A lot of respect. Yeah.
I bet you do get a lot of respect. Now, what engine is this got? Has this got the straight six?
It's the 4 litre straight six.
Plenty of power, and I love the fact that they have mounted all of the buttons and controls into the centre console. They're literally right by your hands. You could sit, it's like a big armchair in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it was originally a demonstrator for Jaguar and went out to various police forces for assessment. And part of the criticism was that it is a very confined space with a side tunnel.
Now then, let's move. I'm going to come back to the fire engine in just a moment. Let's move on to this one. Now, I hate to say it, sir, but you have got the smallest police car in the ring at the moment. Where would have this served?
Metropolitan Police.
So, in the Met Police, and of course down in the Met, down in London, tight spaces, so although it's small, it would have kept up with them.
Yeah, I do around all the back alleys, small streets.
And is it a genuine police, or has it been a retro restore?
No, it's genuine Met Police. It's also on the Bill TV programme.
There you go. We've got a celebrity here with us who was on the bill. There you are. So there you are, ladies and gents. Nice little Metro police car there for you. Now let's move on to the Ford Focus. Of course, Ford Focus, a hugely successful car for Ford, replaced the iconic Escort. This one, Surrey Police, genuine Surrey Police.
Genuine Surrey Police. Yeah, it was. It's actually their last jam sandwich.
Their very last jam sandwich. Of course, the stripes down the side giving it that look.
Yeah, that's right. And this one was a 2004 car, but it was issued to their headquarters mainly for senior officers to attend incidents. So at 10 years old, it only had 80,000 miles on, and everything else was turning to the new Battenberg livery, and they felt it sort of inappropriate to spend a lot of money putting Battenberg on it. So they sold it. So it was the last jam sandwich in Surrey.
Right then, let's move on to some of our larger police cars. Hello there, sir. How are you?
Oh, very well, thanks.
Now, we usually see each other at like 12 different shows a year. I think this is the first time we've bumped into each other this year because of COVID. But you brought this in. Tell us about this.
Okay, this is a 1997 Range Rover P38 4-litre V8. It was supplied direct to West Midlands Police, which then operated it on as part of the Central Motorway Police Group. So it patrolled the motorways, the M6, M42 and M5.
And that V8, plenty of power to catch up with the crooks.
Plenty of power to catch up with the crooks. However, this one was specifically used in its early days as part of the HGV enforcement team. So this vehicle's claim to fame is that it actually can tow 44 tonne from a standing start.
Wow, that is quite impressive. I wish I had an Arctic with me that we could test that out with.
I'm glad you haven't.
Oh no, I bet you are glad we haven't. Now, I'm going to ask our Metro driver, would you mind awfully just sliding off to the side, because I want to bring in this Range Rover forward a little bit, because this one also has a claim to fame. So this one has been in the bill, you may recognise it. See if you can spot the number plate on an old episode of the bill. Let's bring this one forward. And I hope I've got it the right way around. Hello there, sir. Hello. It says Met Police on the side. A genuine Met Police vehicle?
Well, it started its life as a Land Rover Police demonstrator and then sold to the Met, yes.
And this one, claim to fame. Go on, share.
Well, I bought the car because I knew it was a factory car. 12 months after I owned it. I mean, I knew it was a police demonstrator. And it sold to the Met and went into the Special Escort Group. Special Escort Group used to escort prisoners to and from court. They also used to do bullion runs, all kinds of things like that, escorting interesting people. But on the 6th of September 1997, this was the control vehicle for the escort of Diana's hearse from Hyde Park Corner to Althorpe.
So if you have a look at any photos from there, you will see this vehicle at the very front of the parade. Well, there you are, ladies and gents. You've got two claims to fame here, very historic vehicles. Now then, I want to move on to this vehicle here, this Morris. I'm going to ask you, would you mind awfully just sliding back for me? I want to move on to this Morris fire engine, and I've been given plenty of notes on this. So let me grab my notes and I can tell you all about this wonderful Morris fire engine. Now, what I can tell you about this is it's an exceptionally rare vehicle, this. Only 3 of these were made. And I've been told that there is one in England, there's one in Scotland, and there's one in Ireland. And don't you think it just looks absolutely glorious? Isn't that wonderful? Now, Darren stood on the side over here. It's part of the West Midlands Volunteer Fire Service. Last weekend, Darren cut me out of 3 cars, okay? I'm the only person in the world to have been cut out of the same car twice, which we did last weekend, and that video will be on YouTube later on this month. What about this fire engine? Can you put this on your fleet? No. It'd be brilliant. That'd be... Why can't you put it on the fleet? I'm going to come out. Why?
Change for petrol engines. Law change for petrol engines at fires. Petrol and fire don't work.
Well, petrol and fire do work very well, I can tell you that. It's just having a fire engine that is an actual fire probably isn't the best thing. Without any further ado, we're going to send the fire engines and the police cars on their way. And coming up next, we've got the MGFers, and they have brought in a host of MGs. They're ready to come. It's not just MGFs that they're bringing in either. I can see some very tasty cars coming in. So they're going to head out of the arena, give us just a couple of minutes, and then we'll have our MGFers in. Now then, the MGF. Who is a fan of the MGF? They are wonderful little cars, aren't they? They're absolutely brilliant. Now, you were first in the arena, so I'm coming to you first. You got the short straw. MGF, glorious car. I remember when these came out. My dad used to work at Rover, and he brought me a poster of one of these when it first came out, and it still looks as fresh today as it did back then.
Great car, very, very underrated. Great foot, puts a smile on my face every time I get it.
They're glorious cars. Now then, we're going to move on to this one here. This is an MG. This is an MG. A slightly less sporting looking MG, I must say.
MG 1300. I've had it now for 15, 16 years. Never had any problems with it. Like to say, I just tag along with these lots and
When you say tag along, okay, I don't want to be rude, sir, but there's some quite fast cars in here.
Oh, they don't leave me.
Keep them behaved on the way out, okay? I'm looking at you. Right then, oh, I'm glad I've got my sunglasses on for this one. Now, this is the MGTF, which is the one, the upgrade to the F, and it looks absolutely glorious. And I think this is one of the press car colours, if I remember right.
This was the press car for the vibrant orange. They were a limited run of 500. This one is 64.
No, golden colour, a golden car.
Absolutely.
Now, is this a special edition?
No, they made, I forget how many they made this colour, but they're very scarce now.
They are indeed, and I have to say, it's got matching leather interior and matching leather steering wheel as well. If you're going to have a sports car, you can have it in gold, or you have it in a proper colour, you have it in red. Tell us about this.
It's the 1996 MGF. I've had it from new, and covered 97,000 miles.
So you bought this car brand new back in 1996?
That's correct.
Did you spec it up and order it, or was it in the showroom you're like, I'll have that one?
I ordered it because at that time I think you have to wait about 12 months to take delivery.
You think of MGs, you think of two-seaters, but MG also did practical cars, and I have to say this is probably one of my favourite MGs. Of course, I started with a Rover 75 and then I went mental with it.
They certainly did. This one's a 2-litre diesel, and it's been played with to reach about 160 brake horsepower, and it's still got more to give on top of that. It's going to a tuning company soon to be improved again.
What have you brought in?
This is a TF 1800 135, been remapped. It's got a cold air induction kit as well, so it's got a bit of zoom.
It's got a bit of zoom. I like that phrasing, that's quite good. It's a brilliant British car, this, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the thing with MG, it's quintessentially a British sports car. I've had this one for 5 years, and as everyone said, they're just great to go out in, and it's dry sunny, nothing like it.
You two were revving off. Where's he gone? Has he turned into a skeleton? I haven't been talking that long, have I? Right, tell us what you bought in.
I bought an MGTF 135, which had quite a few modifications because I hill climb and sprint this car.
And how does it perform up a hill climb?
Very competitive.
Because you've got the engine in the middle, so you've got great weight distribution. It's a lightweight car anyway, which is very important. It's not all about power, it's about weight as well. So you can lose the pace, you can get the corners in right. You've got the engine pretty much over the rear wheel, so you've got all the traction.
Yeah, you get a good start with the engine over the rear wheels.
Is it a bit lively, having the engine in the back?
It can be if you go too fast into the goalies.
You've got an X-Power cap on, so is that one yours next to me?
Yes, it is.
Can I ask, your passenger?
That's the ex-wife.
That's the ex-wife?
Yeah, I ain't married yet.
Okay. Let's have a listen to. Do you want to hear this rev up? Should you have a little listen to this? This is going to be good. Let me just check with the ex-wife and see what she thinks. Are you happy to? Oh dear, you don't look very happy there, my dear. Right, let's have a listen to this. Lovely. lovely pop and crackle there. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for me if you enjoyed that. You've got a seal of approval there. That was very. It sounds fantastic. It's got racing steering wheel in there. What a brilliant car. So in the arena we have got historic rally cars, and this is the Historic Marathon Rally Group. Ladies and gentlemen, those around the arena, please put your hands together, give them a very, very warm welcome. Don't be shy, don't be shy. This is called the camera and it records you, okay? So don't be shy. Very quickly, tell me about the Historic Marathon Rally Group. He's selected you to tell me about this, so tell me all about it.
Sounds about right. The group has been around, I think, probably since World Cup Rally 40, so 10 years. The whole marathon reunion was started by a man called Ted Taylor. He was really the instigator of the big marathon events like the London, Sydney, like the World Cup, and he was grown from there.
And exactly what is it that the Historic Marathon Rally Group does?
We try and bring all the marathon cars from the 70s and the 60s together to celebrate what they did, and that was going from London to Sydney, London to Mexico. Strong cars, old cars, and we're trying to find them in barns, scrap yards, and rebuilding them and putting them back on the road to come to these events.
And often these rally cars, in fact any race car, as soon as it's not competitive anymore, it's left for dead.
This is true, yeah. The MG behind you was actually found in a scrapyard and rebuilt by the MGB Owners Club.
And that is the very one, it's not a remake.
No, that is the original car that did the event.
So, did you find this?
No, I didn't, but the MG Car Club had an email from a guy who'd been asked to clear some houses, and in one of the garages was this. And he was going to scrap it, but he noticed on the dash inside there's a plaque that says London to Sydney finisher. So he took a photograph of that, photographed the outside. We then checked it out, checked the registration number, which was the actual car, and a couple of bits sort of fitted to it. We knew were the actual product. Like the wheel carrier on the back was a special tuning part. But as Andrew says, it was a horrible purple, rust here, there, and all the rest of it. And yeah, we gave the gentleman a couple of quid for it. He then transported it to British Motor Heritage in Whitney for us. And then we sat around the table and thought, now what do we do? So we put out a sort of a request from the MG Car Club members and anybody else, having your name on the car for 20 quid donation. And they went on from that. And that was 2015. In fact, it was the 2015 event here that we pushed it along. We brought it up here on the trailer, pushed it to the similar sort of things we're doing here.
Car that needs little introduction, this car. It's a bit of a brute, this, isn't it?
It is a monster machine.
This was originally developed, correct me if I'm right, it was Group B that this was developed for, right?
Yeah, this is one of the original work spec Group B cars, and as you can see from the side, it is the one that Colin McRae drove.
A proper Colin McRae heritage Group B rally car in the ring with me now. I kid you not, this is amazing! But a bit of a monster to drive.
Oh, it's a phenomenal car to drive. There's nothing like going out in the Group 4 640. It is absolutely astonishing.
Describe it to me. What's it like?
Noisy. Unbelievably loud. You have to have the headsets on or it literally hurts your ears. The noise in the car is unbelievable.
Is it, I mean, separating you and the engine in the back, there's not much, is there?
No, there's nothing. And I think every journalist and even the rally car drivers of the day said it's the loudest thing you've ever heard.
No, let's move onto Group B royalty as it is. Come on round. And when it comes to top trumps, you're pretty good, aren't you, when it comes to a Quattro? Tell us what you've got.
This is a replica of Blomqvist's third place car on the Monty in 1983. He saw it at Castle, liked it, signed the gearbox down for me, well, for the owner then. His would have had slightly different wheels and another 50 brake horse. This one's 250 brake horse.
I mean, 250 brake horse and one of these ain't bad at all.
No, and it's a long wheelbase. We've used it on stage rallying and I've used it on hill climbing as well.
Right then, shall we start with, let's start with the Mini, shall we? Mini driver, would you like to jump in there for us please, John? So we're going to start with this. Give it a start and let's hear it rev off. got up next? Where's our Metro driver? Metro driver, come on, let's hear it. Now you say this revs to 10,000, you're not going to take it to 10, are you? Good, because we want some hearing left, you see.
And you have to go through a process just to clean start it.
That's right, you've got to go through a process. It's like a James Bond car, this.
So what we do is just crank it a little bit just to get some oil pressure.
Right, so we're going to build some oil pressure, cranking it over a couple of times just to build up the oil pressure.
We bring the pumps on.
Now we've turned on the pumps, you can hear these huge pumps whirring away behind. Here we go. Huge V6 in the back here, and literally there's no grills here, it's all just wide open to get the heat out the back of it. We're going to get some heat in there. Oh yes, that's more like it. Oh yes, now I'll give you an idea of how far that is revving up. That's 5.4. That's right up to 9 grand. Ladies and gents, don't you think that deserves a round of applause? What a magnificent thing. Right, let's move on to 5 cylinders. We're going down from 6 to 5 cylinders. You ready, sir? Oh yes, that 5-cylinder grumble. Just letting it warm up and rev up a little bit. You can just hear that turbo whistling all the way down the exhaust. It just sounds wonderful. Oh, don't turn it off, don't turn it off. Give it another rev. Let's hear it again. It is just the most ridiculous job, standing in an arena with all these cars. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. I think you'll all agree, that was superb. Thanks very much guys for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please do give this video a thumbs up and check out my channel. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything and you will get a notification every time I post a video, and I only ever post great content. Thanks again for watching this. Until next time, stay safe.